If you watch Mr. Smith Goes to Washington before Superman, you'll really understand why James Gunn drew from this story. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington is about a small-town idealistic man named Mr. Smith who's thrust into the Senate because political powers believe that they can control him. He's naive, an outsider, someone they expect to be easily manipulated. But once he steps into the system, he quickly learns that the people that he once admired are the ones that were responsible for said corruption. It's a slow, heartbreaking realization that the world is messier and darker than he ever thought possible. As for Superman, he's also from a small, wholesome town raised on the values of hard work and doing what's right. But when Clark enters the world beyond his Kansas upbringing, he's gonna face the same crushing reality that Mr. Smith did, that the world doesn't operate by simple rules of good and bad. He'll see that even people with power and influence, the ones meant to protect and serve, are the ones often causing the most harm. Just like Mr. Smith, Superman will be tested not by the strength of his body, but by the strength of his convictions. He'll have to stand against a broken system where his integrity is constantly being questioned and challenged. The heartbreak in both stories comes from the same place, the shattering of innocence. Mr. Smith's journey is just one losing faith in the people around him, but fighting desperately to hold on to what's right. Superman will face that same struggle. He's not battling villains, he's battling cynicism, the pressure to conform, the despair that comes with realizing that even heroes could be corrupt. But the beauty of these characters, what makes them unforgettable, is that they don't give in. Mr. Smith is beaten down, he's disillusioned, he refuses to compromise, but he stands on the Senate floor, tired, broken, still fighting for truth. And Superman? He'll face those same dark moments. He'll face the ugliness of the world, but instead of letting it change him, he'll rise above it. That's what connects these two stories. They remind us that in the face of overwhelming odds, standing up for what's right is still worth it. Both Mr. Smith and Superman are more than just characters, they're symbols of unshakable hope.